Ex-wife put on the pounds and thought cheating was the answer because I asked her to lose weight. My wife caught cheating. Hello, true story. Huge fan here. I subscribed to both channels last month. I've been binge watching your content. Amazing stories. Keep up the great work. I want to share my story, but my main question for you and True Story Nation is, did I push my ex-wife to cheat when we met? My ex-wife Gloria was 135 pounds. After 3 years of marriage and no kids, she got up to close to 200 pounds and she's still that way now. I suggested she drop the weight before our divorce, but she said me telling her that hurt her feelings and pushed her into the arms of another man. The whole time I thought she was meeting coworkers at the high school track to walk. She probably was out eating endless appetizers with a guy she met from online dating. When I approached the dinner table, her mouth was full of food, and this guy clearly just wanted to keep her happy so he could probably get some later. I met Gloria ironically at a fitness and wellness convention. The company I work for designs and sells exercise equipment. Gloria was there with her company. She works for a marketing firm, and they basically were there to get business from other companies, trying to join as consultants. After talking to Gloria specifically about helping our company, sales, and online marketing, we started to chat a little bit, and we kind of went off to the side and grabbed a couple drinks, cup of coffees, and we sat and chatted for a minute. Our colleagues handled the rest of the convention because we actually spent the rest of the time there together. I found Gloria very attractive. Like I said, she was a different weight and she was very pretty. Not saying that when she gained weight, she became ugly or anything. She still was pretty. She just was putting on the pounds, and I suggested you probably should lay off the processed foods. Gloria and I dated for a total of 2 years before I proposed to her. She was very happy. I knew her family. She knew mine. We got along just well. We had taken a couple of trips prior to this. Also, we had talked about marriage, and she knew I was going to pop the question. It was fun. We had a great night that night. I truly thought Gloria was going to be a woman I'd spend the rest of my life with. We wanted children. We actually wanted a lot of children, 5. I know people would say, dang, that's ridiculous, especially in today's economy. But together, collectively, we do very well together. I work in sales for my company. When I sell products and I get a gym to buy into our products, I get nice payment for that. Compensation. Gloria did very well at her company too, and still does, I'm sure. She's into management, and she gets paid very well. We both found something that we both were into as well, and that's owning property. We both own property that we rented out before we met. I own 2 single families, and she owns a couple duplexes. The holdup on the kids was, well, we wanted to get in more traveling because it'll be difficult to travel with children. And I'm pretty sure a lot different. I mean, we've seen them. We'd be on planes and we see families traveling and fathers and even mothers getting frustrated with the kids screaming and crying and trying to keep them down. And we just look at each other and say, let's give it another year. And I believe we would have ended up just having 1 or 2 kids. But I'm glad we didn't have any at all, actually. The fact that she decided to cheat on me was because she said I pushed her to do so because I wanted her to better her health. It was just ridiculous. It was just a matter of time before she cheated on me. So over time, I just noticed the weight kept increasing on my ex-wife. I stayed going to the gym often. If I didn't make it to the gym, I went out for a run. I didn't care if it was raining. I really just cared about my health. She used to be the same way. It's just she just got comfortable. She actually said that. She kind of joked about it, but she said, well, I already have you, so I don't have to keep up on my body anymore. And she laughed, but I didn't laugh back. I didn't find that funny. You definitely should keep up just like I should. We shouldn't change once we get into a relationship or getting married. That's not fair. Why would I do that? All the things I did while we were dating, and I just stopped doing once you commit to me or we get married. I told her maybe we should lay off eating late at night, and I would throw we in there because if I ate late at night, it would be something healthy. Blueberries, Greek yogurt, heck, even a protein bar. When Gloria would eat late at night, she's eating out of a tub of ice cream, crumbling up Oreos inside of the ice cream. Cheez-Its, banana pudding, her favorite. Even pizza. Hun, let's order a pizza. I'm starving. Gloria, how are you starving? We had a pretty big dinner, steak and potatoes with vegetables. How are you starving after that? Oh, I know why. With her steak and potatoes and vegetables, she needed dessert. A big slice of chocolate cake that should be for 3 people. Cake is huge, and she needed it all. And she's washing down all this with Pepsi or Coke. That stuff spikes up your insulin. It's gonna make you hungry. So late night, we don't need a snack. I don't need any popcorn, nothing. I'm good if I nibble on something. It'll be blueberries, like I said. But she wants to order medium pizzas, and literally sitting there watching movies and slamming down pizza guys. It got out of hand, so one day, guys, she came home crying to me saying that her company eventually is going to demote her. So what happened was they weren't planning to demote her, they just wanted her to do her job in the office more, aka she wasn't that attractive to them anymore. Now they never said this, but I kind of understood what they were doing. So they hired a younger woman, recent graduate, and they wanted to send her off to these conventions and things like that. My wife complained about how pretty the girl was, and they were ashamed that Gloria was gaining too much weight and she wasn't a good representation for the company anymore. Now, they never said this to her because legally they probably can get in a lot of trouble for doing so, but they told her that her strengths lie behind the scenes, making sure marketing campaigns are being met and things are being covered on the back end. And they wanted to send the younger, more energetic person out to these conventions that were all over Texas, California, New York, you name it. It was everywhere. Gloria wasn't happy and she cried, and I told her, well, if you truly think it's your weight, which I knew it was, I said you should get in the gym, babe, for health reasons as well. You can't live like this. Come on. She got upset with me, saying I was being insensitive and calling her fat isn't helping her mood. In fact, it made her want to eat more, and she went straight for the tub of ice cream and Oreos, her favorite snack. When Gloria said this to me, I knew that she was going to cheat on me, so I kept my eyes open and I made sure I paid attention, very close attention. When she was sitting there eating that tub of ice cream with Oreos crumbled into it, she said to me, you know what? There are a ton of men out here who love a chubby woman. Real men. A real man will take a woman as she is, curves and all. When she said that, it was a red flag for me, and I told her, listen, I care about your health. If you don't care about it, then maybe you're not the woman I thought you were, because that's very important to me, and it should be important to you. She got silent, and I ended up walking away. I said I kept my eyes and my ears open. I paid attention. I didn't let her think that I thought she was cheating. I just kept everything the same, and every night I snoop in her phone. She didn't suspect anything at all. She didn't know that I was snooping through her stuff. Like I said, I kept it cool. It didn't take long for me to find this dating app on her phone. She had been advertising herself as she's a single woman. No mention of marriage, didn't say she's in an open marriage or anything. She was single, and guess what she had on her profile? Guys, if you don't like a woman with a little curvature, then keep it moving. Gloria was determined to find herself a chubby chaser. Now, before I found this on her phone, this dating app, and her advertising herself, she did start going to field track. She was supposed to be meeting up with friends and coworkers, and I never really looked into it. I didn't follow her up there to make sure she was there. I kind of just let it happen. I thought she was, but I kept it just looking through her things. Now, when I saw the dating app, I never confronted her. I will say there was never any conversations. Maybe she deleted them quickly whenever I got to them, but I never saw any conversations in there. There was just a dating app dating profile, and it was brand new. So one night or evening, I should say, she tells me how her coworkers and her were going to dinner, and she said this to me, guys, just like this. Yes, we're going to dinner, and I'm going to eat healthy. I'm not going to eat any bullcrap or processed foods. I said, just enjoy yourself. Don't worry about it. It's okay to have a cheat meal. She then says, okay, coach, I guess I can eat splurge a little bit. I said, don't go too hard. I mean, just a little bit. You know, you don't have to eat the whole cheesecake. Eat a piece of it. You don't have to eat a whole hamburger. Eat half of it. You don't need to eat all the fries. Heck, don't even get fries, get green beans. She says, here you go again, judging me, making me feel like crap. I said, never mind what I said, just do what you want to do. I ask her who she's going with and where are they going. She said she's not exactly sure of the restaurant, but she will text me and let me know once they arrive. She's just meeting up with the girls and then she's gonna follow them to wherever. I said, okay, cool. Guys, right there, my spidey senses went off. So I have two phones. I put one phone in her car under the passenger seat. It was fully charged, and I was going to track where she was. I was going to see if she was going to tell me the truth, but I was just determined just to show up to see. Like I said, I just had a gut feeling. She dresses up, leaves, and I checked to see if I could ding my phone and check where it is, and sure enough, I could track her and see where she was. She ended up going to a Chili's restaurant. It didn't appear that she stopped anywhere and met up with anybody. It looks like she went straight to that restaurant. So when I saw her location, sitting at that restaurant for a good 10 minutes, I texted her and say, hey, you okay? You make it safe. Where'd you guys end up going? She texted me back and said, hey, we're at BJ's Brewhouse restaurant. I texted back, cool, well, enjoy. I knew she was lying. Even in that location, there was not a BJ's there. I made my way to the Chili's restaurant she was at, and I got there, and I went inside. I started to look around, and I didn't see her. The hostess was asking me, how many? And I said, no, my wife is here with her friends, and I'm trying to find her. I want to surprise her. She didn't expect me to come. I asked her, is it okay if I just go look around and see if she's in here? I know she's here. The host let me. She said, yeah, go ahead. I don't see a problem with it. I said, thank you so much. I stopped for a minute, and I'm looking around. I don't want her to spot me, and I'm looking, and bam. I see the back of my wife's head. I know it's her. I know her hair. I know her body shape. I knew it was her. They were at a table and I was approaching the back of her, but I can see the guy just talking. And I'm walking kind of slowly and the guy doesn't really pay me any mind. He did look up a little bit, but didn't really pay me any mind. I stopped at the table and I say, hey, Gloria, how's it going? This is your friend from work that you were talking about. She's looking at me saying, what are you doing here? I said, what are you doing here? How are the appetizers? That looks good. I thought you were going to BJ's. Oh, let me guess, you were going to give a BJ. Who is this guy? She's just stuttering, can't get her words out, questioning me. Why did I follow her? I'm crazy, so I started to talk to the guy. And I said, so how do you know my wife? This man is very nervous and he looks at me and says, hey, sir, I had no idea she was married. We met on a dating app. We're just having some food, man. I never slept with her. I never kissed her. We're just out having dinner and getting to know each other. If I would have known she was married, I would not have wasted my time with her, sir. God honest truth, man. I wouldn't lie to you, brother. I've been cheated on myself in the past. I don't want to do that to anybody. I look at Gloria and she's shuffling out of her chair, trying to leave, grabbing her purse, saying, this is ridiculous. You're following me. I thought you didn't want me. You said I was too fat for you. Remember? People at other tables are just laughing. We get outside and I follow her to her car and I tell her we're getting a divorce. She says to me, oh, whatever, you push me into other people's arms. You told me I was too fat for you. You didn't want me. You stopped making love to me and everything, which was not true, guys. I will tell you guys this. Even though my wife started to gain weight, I still am a man. I still have needs, and I'm not a cheater. So yes, I still wanted it and we were still getting it in. But there were some times she would turn me down because she wasn't in the mood. She was too gassy. I wonder why. Eating all that processed food and bullcrap, yes, you're going to have diarrhea and gas on daily basis. So what she was saying was a complete lie, just making up an excuse. She got caught cheating. I told her I don't care if you ever slept with this guy. If you ever kissed this guy, the fact that you lied to me and you went on a date with another man, we're done. Guys, I filed for divorce. I had her served. She couldn't deny anything. She couldn't even get mad at me. She knows what she did was wrong. There was a time during the process that she cried to me. I met up with her because she just wanted to talk. It was early in the morning. I met up with her. We sat in my car and talked. She told me how she made a huge mistake and she should have never gone out with that guy, and she swore to me that she's never cheated on me before, never went out with another guy. She's been hit on, of course, but she never allowed another man to take her out or even flirt with her in any way that was going to disrespect me. And I told her I appreciate that, but I'm going through with the divorce because I'm not happy that you lied to me. Yes, you gained weight, but you are my wife. I was okay with helping you get back to where you should be. It's important. She just cried and cried. I think she had hoped that I would want to reconcile our relationship and our marriage, but I wasn't willing to do that. I didn't want to. I went through with the divorce, and that was that nobody took anything from anybody else. She still owns her properties. I have spoken to her since our divorce. I still own my properties. My money is my money. Her money is her money. And she still works for the same company. I don't know if she's traveling again, but she's definitely the same weight. That has not changed. I do want to ask you all a question. Did I push my wife into the arms of another man? That kind of plays in my head sometimes. Well, maybe if I just drug her to the gym and didn't criticize her or do this or do that, we could have just got her back to where she was and I would be good and I'd still be married. I'll probably have the children that I've always wanted, but I don't know. Maybe she was going to cheat anyway. It was just a matter of time. What do you think? True story nation in the comments, let me know. What do you think? I'll be reading the comments, but did I push my ex-wife into the arms of another man? What did I do wrong? Look, dude, I don't think that you pushed your wife, ex-wife, into the arms of anyone. If she's willing to do that just because you said, hey, I want you to be healthy, I want you to do better, and she runs to another man's arms who appreciates her curvature, man, she was going to do it anyway. You know, it could have been something else. You told her no to something she really wanted. She was going to do it anyway, dude. Point blank period. She's going to do it anyway. Don't let her fool you. Please don't. Don't feel bad for what you did. You did the right thing. Don't put up with anybody's mess. For what? What am I going to sit here and put up with your crap for? You're mad at me because I want you to do better? So you go on a dating app and go on a date with someone? I don't care if you didn't sleep with them or not. If you slept with them or not. You lied. You lied to me. Pretended like you were going out with girlfriends. And here you are, eating endless appetizers. Man, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments. If you want to send in a story, send it to truestorynation@gmail.com. Here, I'll put it on the screen. That's truestorynation@gmail.com. I'm going to catch you guys at the next one.